Hello everybody, Logan here with another video. Pardon all the background noises, it's super hot here in my workshop today, so I have a bunch of fans running so I don't die. Unlike these two. So today we are discussing the Creepy Twin Boys by HalloweenCostumes.com. These actually just popped up on the website today. We saw these previously on Brick Thunder's video where he went through their building, and we saw them in a plain white room together with a bunch of other stuff. And when I first saw them, I was pretty intrigued by them, though I still don't really like this random skeletal arms. But we'll really get into that later. But I thought these were really neat, especially with the very thinned out faces. It kind of gave me, it kind of reminded me of like Oliver Twist, kind of that era, and like the child labor, like how they looked all thin and sickly, and I don't know, I'm like info dumping here. That probably makes no sense, but like it's just what it reminded me of. That kind of era where like you had the poor and they were all sick and thin and starved. So of course I thought, hey, this is actually really interesting, with them literally being like these sickly, thin, starving twin boys. And then I heard the audio. This audio, after I heard it, I don't feel so good. That literally just sums up their audio. For one, I was not prepared for the country bumpkin, banjo, spooky banjo music. I would have expected that to be on the Scarecrow, not on these. These really don't look like, kids that would have lived on a farm. So, that's interesting that they went with that music. It does not fit. The actual phrases, if they just went with the phrases and cut out the groaning, okay. The groaning is so dumb. And not only that, but then when they do the deep demonic voice, like, okay, like, you lost me. You don't need them to be demonic little kids, and you don't need them to be like, like, it's so unnecessary. You basically took something that had actually pretty decent potential. Like, I like these. I just fucking hate the audio. And, like, if you're gonna go with, like, that kind of country sort of vibe, hey, give them a southern drawl. Give them more of like a 1920s poor kid living on a farm sort of costume. Trust me, you'll thank me later. It'll make more sense. Also, have them reference them living on a farm, or even them being alive during the Dust Bowl, during the Great Depression. Times where food was scarce. There was literally a fucking sandstorm and dust storms consuming towns, choking them out, making air very scarce. They could have been like, the skies went gray and dim, and that's when we knew the dust was coming to consume our town. And when it did, we didn't stand a chance. We couldn't breathe. Ma and Pa tried to save us, and they tried, but they failed, and we died in the Dust Bowl. Something like that. I mean, that was just something I came up with on the top of my head. Like, make him sound sad and depressing. Like, you have these two, like, little boys who are just sickly looking. Like, go the whole 9 yards with it. The sculpts of the actual props, I think, look cool. For them kind of being a revamped version of the Creepy Evil Twins, like, yeah. I don't understand the skeletal arms. Like, to me, that just feels random. And it's like, ooh, spooky skeleton arms. Ooh. Like, it doesn't work. I'm sorry. Like, you can't just slap skeletal limbs on something and call it a day. It doesn't work like that. Had they just had normal arms, it would have looked better. Giving them, like, some farm tools, you know. They don't even necessarily have to be evil killer kids, because, like, they're not, but, like, they are. Like, I don't understand what they were doing. I don't understand what they were trying to portray with them. Like, are they possessed? Like, because, again, it's not well done, and it's not very well executed. I am considering getting them and making them look super filthy. Probably making it look like they survived a fire and making the arms look burned, the skeletal ones. And I will disable the audio. I don't like the audio at all, but I like the props enough, especially for them being 160. Like, I have enough to work with here to, like, do, like, oh, they died in an orphanage, you know, or whatever. I have enough material here to do, like, a kind of a creepy custom. Because, like, what they did so far is cool. Like, them having, like, these filthy feet, you know, they have dirty faces, they're kind of thin and sickly. Their costumes are super, like, dirty as well. You could have even had them be, like, as dark as it is, child labor kids who were forced to work in the mines, too. Because I'm also kind of getting, like, coal miners from this, too. Like, they were working in a coal mine. They died. You know, the mine collapsed. You know. The greedy old man said that we couldn't leave the mine at night. Something like that. I don't know. Like, when the mine caught on fire, the fumes choked us out and we couldn't make it out alive. Like, I'm just, like, giving examples of phrases you could have done. You have such a dark-looking prop here, and then you're like, I don't feel so good. What's happening to us? Like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You could have even been generic and be like, come play with us. Like, that would be better. It would still be stupid, but it would be better. Like, I'm kind of, like, really starting to dislike Halloween costumes, like, original props, the props they do on their own, because, like, to be super blunt, their VAs suck. Whoever's writing their lines suck, and half the time, their props don't look fully thought out, which is absolutely insane to me, because, like, they put forth so much thought into them, and then they come out looking just half-assed. And I'm not the only one that's seeing it. A lot of other people are. And it's just, like, not good. And I'm, like, looking at their faces, and they have, like, these anguished expressions. Like, dude, you guys really dropped the ball on this one. Like, these guys are going to need some TLC. Like, when they go in stock, I will buy them to do a dope makeover, because I think there is just enough there where I can do something. But, like, I also want to do it to present it to Halloween costumes and be like, this is how it's done. This is how you do a prop. Like, this is how you do it. Like, I want to just grab them and shake and be like, stop making them half-assed. And I know, like, I'm not alone. There's so many other people getting so frustrated because, like, I mean, you guys have like a great designer, but then you guys are just like, like you were so close with this one. And the next time I'm gonna talk about it, same thing. You were so close. So close yet so far. Yeah. So just, I guess, keep trying. You know, I would have more like haunters and outside people write your lines, because like I know like Break Thunder did Kane's lines, and Kane still has like the strongest lines out of all of your party gears animatronics. I'm saying like they even watch these. I highly doubt they do, since I don't actually have the product here. They probably really don't care about what I say. But like, just, I don't know. It hurts me personally because like, I see so much potential in this. I see so much potential in so many of their props. And this is coming from someone who takes props with potential and just pushes them all the way there. You guys were so close to making a good prop. You were. This is just... It's disappointing. And it's saddening. Because, like, I mean, you guys definitely stepped up from last year, because last year was not good. Like, it was not good at all. And, like, you guys are doing a better job, but it's still, like... Oh, it's painful, guys. It's... Your guys' lineups are just kind of painful sometimes. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this rant, pretty much. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
We don't feel so good. What is happening to us? Danger lies ahead.
Turn back now!
We just want to go home. Can you help us?